first gear all the time.
Yeah, it's
One run later, with the visor problem sorted and with a better feel for the track conditions, Steve was beginning to come to terms with the car's controls and its performance potential. He was ready for a full-speed run. So here it is.
I've just driven a Honda Formula 1 car around Silverstone and it was absolutely mind-blowing. I really don't think you can appreciate how fast these things are and how well they stop and how fast they will go around corners. I did 2 laps and my neck was completely knackered going through Woodcote and through Copse, so they had to put a little, what they call, pufter pad, right, so where I can kind of lean up against it like this, which made a big difference actually. But no, I mean, it's pretty special, very privileged experience.
You've ever done road car wise, track car wise, but even remotely compared?
Well, I drove the Jag around Barcelona, but I didn't have a clue which way the track went, so, and I got a quarter as many laps. So no, really, that doesn't compare to this at all, because I knew this circuit a bit, which helps a lot. But no, I've never done anything like it.
Well done, Steve. Bloody good job. Wow.
It's very impressive, and it's basically a test environment, which is a test team, it's a test car, just come back from Jerez. Yeah, very impressed.
Very difficult, really, and it's unusual that anyone would not make a mistake on the first day in an F1 car. So I think Steve's impressed everyone, really, by not putting a wheel wrong.
I think he's done an absolutely super job. I mean, he's been really very good, very impressive from lap 1, and his speed's not too far off James Rossiter, our test driver, so he's done a great job.
So, just how close did our mere mortal Steve Sutcliffe get to James Rossiter's lap time? Well, closer than you might think. Here's a breakdown of their fastest laps. Coming over the start line, both drivers are doing almost identical speeds. Rossiter's immediate advantage comes under braking for Copse. He hits the pedal about 15 metres later than Steve and carries an extra 9 miles an hour through the apex, pulling out a couple of car lengths lead. In the run down to Maggot, Steve is using every bit of the car's potential and again keeping up with James. Once more, he doesn't quite brake as late or as hard for Maggots as the Pro, although, funnily enough, their apex speeds are almost identical. In the latter stages of the lap, however, thanks in part due to a drying track and plenty of commitment, Steve was beginning to close the gap. His maximum speed before braking for Brooklands was 178 miles an hour, 2 miles an hour faster than Rossiter, and he carried more speed into the braking zone than James, even though by the time they passed the apex, Steve had lost a bit of ground. The gap between James's best time of 48.18 seconds and Steve's best of 48.58 was actually closer than that between Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso during qualifying for last year's Chinese GP. Even though Sutcliffe had a drier, grippier track to play with, it was a very impressive performance indeed.
There's one part of the track out a big braking area into a quite a slow left corner, which I think I could probably gone a bit quicker through there, because you're coming at it at a hell of a lick and there's just a big brick wall that you're facing, so it's a bit intimidating. I could have probably braked a bit earlier into there, but no, I didn't think I could make it go much quicker than that, to be quite honest.